Alongside him will be Ari Bansal. I caught up with him a little bit earlier, but here are the cars now, as you can see, and they are almost ready to get going. Look at that, what a sight. The lights are ablaze. We can hear them starting to fire up. If you are, of course, watching on the BARC YouTube channel or the British F4 channel or, of course, the Caterham Motorsport YouTube channel, please do hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button as well. It just helps us get this shown to as many people as we possibly can. Yesterday we had a race. That's the first two. The gap was just 0.002 of a second. So far today we've had two races. The gap over the line, the smallest gap has been 0.016. Do we think we can go lower than that today? Let us know in the comment section. What do you think? The lights are ablaze. Round 17 of the Veritools British F4 Championship is about to get underway very shortly. Let's hand over to commentator Dave Goddard.
Yes, thanks very much, Ian. The young single-seater racers will be back out on track very shortly for their second race of the weekend. There's a partially reversed grid for this one as well. Will be Ari Bansal, as Ian has told us, the Indian racer in pole position. These cars for this race, identical Tatus T421 single-seaters. These really are the potential Grand Prix stars of tomorrow. Just looking at the standings going into this weekend, it was Fionn McLaughlin, the Irishman, who was on top, but after yesterday's victory, Hungary's Martin Molnar now leads the championship by half a point, 189 to 188.5. His victory over Fionn McLaughlin yesterday puts into the top. Henry Jocelyn, who started on pole, was third. He's now down to fourth in the championship as a result of that, because it's James Pizik, the Australian, who's gone up into third position. August Raber, the Swede, had a quiet day yesterday. He's in fifth in the standings. And Tommy Harfield, the Chris Dipman Racing, in sixth place. Completing the top 10 in the standings, Thomas Behrman, brother of Formula One star Ollie, of course. Adam Al-Azhari is eighth in the points, the UAE driver. He had a spin at the start of yesterday's race. Leo Robinson, ninth in the points, the Anglo-Algerian. He's not out this weekend. And Ethan Jeff Hall, the Raiding Ginetta Junior champion, rounding out the top 10. Standings elsewhere, the Rookies Cup is led by Fionn McLaughlin. It's the Challenge Cup as well for drivers not contesting the full season. And a Teams Championship as well. Well, we did catch up with one or two drivers a little earlier on down in the assembly area.
Right, everybody, here we are in assembly area. It's time for round 17 of the Veritools British F4 Championship, certified by the FIA. And yesterday, Martin Molnar took his second win of the season. All change at the sharp end today. We've got Ari Bansal over here. Let's see if we can just have a quick chat. All right, just getting strapped into the car. Please don't let me stop you guys. Can I just chuck that in, have a quick chat with Ari? Ari, this is nice, isn't it? You only got one in front of you. This is a good place to be.
Yeah, it's very nice. The clean air should be pleasant. Yeah, it should be a pleasant feeling.
Excellent. So what do you make of Zandvoort, Harry?
It's very technical and also very fast.
Yes. Would you make it a banking around turn 3?
Yeah, the first time I drove it was very trippy.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very different to any other track.
Excellent. Harry, I'll let you crack on anyway. You guys are getting busy. Best of luck. Maybe, hopefully see you on a podium after the race. Top man. Yes, as you can see, plenty of people getting in. The noise is starting to rev up. It really is Thomas Behrman over there. He's going to go quick. Chase Fernandez as well has had a real up and down season, has been a race winner and then had a few DNFs that haven't quite gone his way. What can he do? Plenty of action coming up. This is going to be a fantastic race. Yes, round 17 of the Veritools British F4 Championship is coming up for you live right now. Let's hand over to commentator Dave Goddard to take you through the action.
Cars heading out onto track then for this partially reversed grid race, but the reverse is based on not the result of race 1 but the qualifying session. The top 12 times from qualifying yesterday are flipped around, so the Driver in 12th position in qualifying was Ari Bansal. The man from India takes pole position alongside number 7, Thomas Behrman. Second row, number 23, which is Theo Palmer for Excel Motorsports. The UAE-based racer starts alongside number 90, Chase Fernandez. Then on row 3 of the grid, we've got number 20, Ella Lloyd, the McLaren Junior. We've seen her in action in F1 Academy. Quite a few F1 Academy regulars on the grid this weekend. She starts alongside Ethan Jeff Hall, number 25. Row 4, number 17, Chloe Chong, who had a bit of a tangle towards the end of yesterday's race with the 42 of Rowan Campbell-Pilling on the last corner. She starts alongside Adam Alazari. Row 5 is James Pizik alongside 26, Henry Jocelyn. Row 6, it is our top 2 from yesterday's race. 24, Martin Molnar, yesterday's winner for the Virtuosi team, starts alongside number 5, Fionn McLaughlin in the Red Bull liveried car, the Red Bull Academy driver from Ireland. Row 7, 21, Tommy Harfield is alongside 42, Rowan Campbell-Pilling. Then one of our newcomers this weekend, Arjen Kraling from Germany, number 62, is on row 8 alongside Alexander Savnikov, number 19, the Ukrainian. Row 9, 69, Yu Hao Fu, alongside number 8, Thomas Ingram Hill. Completing the top 20, August Raber, number 47. Not the best of weekends for him so far, the Swede, alongside number 3, Nina Gardeman. Row 11, 13, Henry Mercier, the American, alongside number 11, Emma Felbermeyer from Austria. Then on the 12th row, 14, Alba Larsen from Denmark, alongside 33, South Africa's Cole Hewitson. Esme Kosterman, number 52, on row 13, alongside number 4, Xavier Avramides, and number 27, Charlie Edge, completes the grid. This will be a 20-minute race for the Wera Tools British F4 Championship, certified by FIA. Some great names have contested this championship over the years. We mentioned Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Luke Browning is a former champion in 2020, now in FIA Formula 2, of course, as is Alex Dunn, the Irishman, won the title in 2022. He's certainly looking like a likely Formula 1 driver of the future. Rafael Villagomez also made it to FIA Formula 2 and several to FIA F3 as well. Former champion Louis Sharp in 2023. Likes of Mateus Zagazeta, Ugo Ugochukwu, James Headley, Roman Bilinski, and Tassanopol Intravuvazak, the Thai driver as well. Other notable alumni, a couple of other F1 drivers have come from British F4. Jack Doohan, the Australian, was a rookies champion a few years ago, and Logan Sargent came close to the title as well, the American. We've also seen IndyCar stars Devlin DeFrancesco, Louis Foster and Colton Herter have all raced in British F4, as has Dennis Hauger, the Norwegian, now in Indy NXT. Zach O'Sullivan, he went on to race successfully in Japanese Super Formula, among others. And Dan Ticktum, the Formula E driver as well. We've got the Rookie Cup class as well. They're the cars with the yellow number plates as opposed to white. And the Challenge Cup, which is drivers in 7 pre-selected rounds out of the 10. The winner of the Challenge Cup gets a free entry for the next season's championship. It's for drivers who can't commit to a full season of racing. Carbon fibre Tatus T421 chassis, fitted with Formula 1 style halos for safety. Control tyres supplied by Pirelli, powered by 1400cc Abarth engines. All designed to be as equal as possible. The qualifying yesterday sets the grid for all 3 races, because race 3 is set by the fastest lap in qualifying. The race yesterday, the grid was set by the 2nd fastest time for each driver, and this race, as we say, is the reverse order of the top 12 fastest times from qualifying, making things that's a little bit more interesting. Driver who sets the quickest time in qualifying, in this case Fionn McLaughlin, the championship leader, gets 2 points. There's 1 point for fastest lap in a race as well. Races 1 and 3, it's 25 for a win. 18 for second, 15 for third, and so on downwards. For race 2, points go to the top 8. 15 for a win, 12 for second, then 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. So it is Martin Molnar who leads the points at the moment. By just that half point after yesterday's race. Total of 32 drivers have raced in the championship so far this year. Ari Bansal on pole position here. He's only 18th in the championship at the moment. A good showing at Alton Park recently. Of course, the FIA certified British F4 Championship raced at the British Grand Prix as a support race. It was a non-championship round a few weeks ago. Great honour for these young stars of the future. Battlers for the lead of the Challenge Cup at the moment are some of the Chris Dittman Racing drivers, likes of Tommy Harfield and Charlie Edge. Charlie Edge at the very back of the grid for this one. Chris Dittman racing the colours of red, yellow and black on by and large on their cars. Try and take you through some of the liveries as we get underway. So McLaughlin leads the Rookie Cup standings, as we mentioned. By a clear margin coming into this second race of the weekend. Just awaiting the all clear then. The course car is headed off on its final sighting lap. Ari Bansal on pole for Fortec Motorsport, the long-established single-seater racing team. The red and white car with the black wings and halo. And up alongside Thomas Behrman. Thomas had some problems in yesterday's race. He stalled on the grid and then pulled off with a few engine problems in yesterday's race, so looking to make up for that here from the front row of the grid. In the silver and black colours of the high-tech TGR team, with the yellow number plate on the nose cone as a rookie. '23 Theo Palmer on the second row in the red, white and blue colours of Excel Motorsports, another of our rookie championship challengers, as the 1 minute board is displayed. Alongside Palmer is Chase Fernandez, the number 90, also for Excel Motorsport. He's in the Wera Tools colours, though, the black with the turquoise trim. Ella Lloyd, of course, in the colours of McLaren, black and orange, run by Rodin Motorsport. She's a Challenge Cup driver for the drivers only nominating 7 point scoring rounds this year. Let's see a number of young lady racers on the grid. We've got Nina Garderman, Alba Larson, Chloe Chong further back. Esme Kosterman out there as well. And Emma Felbermeyer. Huge grid of 27 cars out there. So away they go then on their green flag lap for this 20-minute race for the Wera Tools British F4 Championship, certified by FIA. Ella Lloyd in the 20 alongside Ethan Jeff Hall. He's in the very dark blue car with the lighter blue sponsorship decals and halo for Argenti Motorsports on row 3. Chloe Chong will be alongside him. He's in the black and white of Rodin Motorsport. Quite a bit of repair work needed on her car for that tangle with Rowan Campbell Pilling, number 42, but I think they're both back out there. Easy to pick out Fionn McLaughlin in the Red Bull livery. Can Harry Bansal hang on in front then for the Fortec Motorsport team? From his pole position, Thomas Behrman alongside. Into these Pirelli tyres, their final warming up lap. Harry Bansal, just 15 years of age, racing for over 3 years already. Started karting in his homeland, comes from Bangalore. It's Ayrton Senna as his racing hero. Can he hang on in front for a victory here alongside Thomas Behrman on the front row? Tension beginning to mount then as they pull their way into line. Chloe Chong and Adam Al-Azhari on the fourth row of the grid. Azhari didn't get round the first corner yesterday before being tipped into a spin and then stalled his engine, so hoping for a better getaway here. Last couple of cars settling into line at the back of the grid. Green flag is waved. Here we go then with the second race of the weekend for the Wera Tools British F4 Championship certified by FIA. The revs are up from these Abarth engines and away they go. One car hasn't got away in the midfield there towards the back of the grid. I think that might be Ian Kralling possibly. We'll pick that up in a moment as the leaders head their way into Tarzan for the first time. The car that had stalled now gets going, and everybody has made it through Tarzan, I think, for the first time asking. So who's going to be leading as they head into Hugenholtz? It is Ari Bansal, the pole sitter. Ella Lloyd's made a good start up there into third place. There's one car on the grass on the inside. I think that might have been Ethan Jeff Hall, the 25. It's side by side with the lead. Thomas Behrman's going to take the lead as they come through Rob Slaughtermarker-Bocht. It's the number 7 car who goes into the lead. Thomas Behrman takes over at the front of the field from Ari Bansal. Ella Lloyd is in third position. Looks like it's Chase Fernandez possibly in fourth place as they head out onto the far side of the circuits, but I think the safety car is being scrambled. Yes, safety car is out. Oh my goodness, we've got a car upside down. Big accident at the entry to Shivlak. That's going to be a red flag, I would think, rather than a safety car. We'll wait and see on that. I couldn't tell. I think it was one of the high-tech cars possibly that was upside down. Yes, red flag is out. Let's hope those drivers are okay. There's another car off just towards the left of your screen there. The red flag obviously is out. The race has been stopped. We're going to hold on identifying that car. I think it's one of the high-tech cars. We'll wait and see. So the cars will be brought to a halt on the grid, and the marshals and safety officials will go to work there on the entry to Shivlak corner towards the back of the circuit. At least 2 or 3 cars involved there. Recovery vehicles on the move from the paddock. It was Ethan Jeff Hall who had that moment going into Hugenholtz. Cars being brought to a halt by the course car on the grid. And we'll await to see that everyone's okay up there. I think it was Ian Kraling who stalled on the grid but then got going again at the back of the field. We'll await to identify the cars that are involved up there at Shivlak once we know that the drivers are okay. Medical crew out on circuit. I hope that's just a precautionary thing, of course. Just making sure that the drivers are okay. Well, the cars are being lined up on the grid. It looks like in the order that they were originally in grid order. Okay, so the cars forming back up on the grid then. The car that's missing there from row 3 is Ethan Jeff Hall, because we saw him have a moment on the opening lap. '26 car being pushed away. That's Henry Jocelyn. Started on pole in yesterday's race, being moved into line. So the drivers up there at Shivlak are being just being checked over by the medics. I think that is Nina Garderman, the number 3 that has gone over. Certainly one of the high-tech cars. Just talking to the medics there, Nina. That's a great shame, but thankfully it appears no serious injuries. I'm not sure who at the moment the other car involved there is, so it will be a full restart over the full 20-minute distance. The driver involved there. Car we're told has gone over is the 52 car. We can confirm that's Esme Costerman that's gone over, not Nina Garderman. Apologies there. But the main thing is that she appears to be okay. I think we can hand down to the assembly area for the moment to get an update from trackside.
So we thought we'd bring you down to assembly area where we have the Edge 270R Championship drivers and cars waiting to go out for their race, which will be next. But we've got Django Jones here, who finished 5th yesterday. You had a good position, isn't it? Good race for you yesterday.
Brilliant race yesterday, yeah. Qualified in 8th, which was slightly lower than I wanted. Everyone just did a really good last lap. But I was out with Nick and we were just toe-to-toe the whole way. 2 abreast most corners, and yeah, it was an amazing race. But yeah, 5th, really happy with, so strong start for today.
Yeah, it surprises me actually where people overtake. There's a lot more overtaking than I thought there would be around this track. But then we are Caterhams and we are, it's a small car, isn't it?
Yeah, I think overtaking within the banking is quite good going. Very scary as well, because if you just slip out, there's nowhere really to go, as I'm sure you know. But yeah, it feels like there's not many, but you can fit 3 abreast in most of this track, so there's always an opportunity, which is always a good and a bad thing, I think.
Caterham drivers will always try it, won't they?
Yeah, we had, especially with the front pack as well, they were 3 abreast into turn 1 most laps, I think, so yeah.
It's a good job that turn 1 is quite wide, isn't it?
Quite wide and more banked than you think. Yeah. You can go around the outside, did a few times yesterday with Nick, and hold the speed, which is not normal for a U-turn often. But yeah, no, we had some great moments. Lost a few wings on the way, but it was good fun.
That's standard.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Well, have a good race today.
Cheers.
Right, I'm going to move down and speak to Nick. And hello, guys.
All right.
Henry, Harry doesn't have to go anywhere, but yeah. Nick, you had a good race yesterday. Django was just saying you had a great battle together, and it's a good position.
We kind of got dropped a little bit, and then we're trying to work together, but it's quite hard. We're trying to work together to get back on that pack, but we didn't manage to do it, and then we just raced each other for about 6 laps, and he got the better of me on the line. So not bad 6. We'll start here today and see what happens. Try and keep in tow with these guys.
Yeah.
Should be good. Weather's still good.
Yeah, it's good conditions actually. It's not. I mean, I found it really hot when I was out there racing. But I think that's just because it's quite a physical track, and it was very close racing the entire time.
How did you get on?
15th.
Right.
I didn't know when I came in. I have no idea of you sometimes when you come in, but unless you're at the front. But yeah, 15th, but it was a good race. I really enjoyed it.
Hopefully, move up today. Hopefully, and get into the top 3. That'd be great. But
top 3.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Try.
Absolutely, you can do that.
Should be good.
We'll have a good race,
Thank you
Nick. Right, I'm just gonna. I was going to speak to Andrew Bailey because I just wanted to see he's got Me Julie written on his car there. But we'll just move down because I've seen some of our X270R drivers that used to race with us last year. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to come in for you guys. David Rook and Louise Deason. So obviously you guys have raced in this category, and you're racing in the graduates this weekend. Well, you are, aren't you?
Yep.
How's it going for you this weekend?
Yeah, good. Qualifying, I just had loads of free air and no tow, so it was a bit of a struggle, but managed to start race 1 in 3rd gear, which I don't recommend. So it's never nice to see all the cars go past you on the grid, but we got there in the end. It had some great racing, got some overtakes in, so yeah, really nice. 25 minutes turns out it was quite a long time. You're used to the 20-minute races, so that extra 5 minutes, your tyres are all squidgy and you're kind of just trying to hang on for grim death. So, but no, it's good fun.
Yeah. Are you missing it, David?
Of course I am, yeah. I'd love to do some racing now here. It's such a lovely track, as you know. So you're all the banks and the angles. Racing is so close again. So I think one of the races yesterday was 0.02 of a second. Brilliant. I'd love to be racing, but maybe next year.
Oh yeah, never say never, eh? Yeah, brilliant. Well, have a good day, guys. I just want to have a quick word with Jasmine as well. Oh, Andrew, I was coming to speak to you about your car. You've got me Julie on the side. What's
I can't tell you that. That's a secret. However, something that's not a secret and everyone needs to know is that it's Gary's 40th birthday tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah, Mr. 23. So you need to go and awkwardly embarrass him just before he goes out, or at some point today. But,
Okay, we'll have to see he's walking over there now. He must have heard you.
Is he running? Yeah. He's run away for one of his frequent breaks with nerves.
Oh, the nervous. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, we know about those. Right, let's have a quick word with Jasmine. Jasmine, you had a great qualifying, didn't you? Your best so far this season, and great race too.
Yeah, we best qualifying of the season, got P6. So I think we were P5 and then we just lost it at the end. So that was a bit gutting. But we had a good race one. We dropped back a couple places, but we made a couple back. Some good battling, and then starting P9. Hopefully we can do the same again.
Yeah, and you're obviously enjoying Zandvoort. Then it works well for you.
Yeah, this is my first time around here. So yes, trying to learn the track, and it's a great track as well. Really good indicator, but really like around here.
Yeah, it's great. I really like it. I was a bit scared before I came, but actually it's a really cool track.
Yeah, it is a bit daunting with the banking and everything. It is a bit like, oh my god, but you get used to it, and then it's really fun to drive.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Well, have a good race today.
Thank you.
And right, so let's move on down and have a word. Let's have a word with Anne. We haven't quite got the same numbers in 270 this weekend. There's normally a much bigger grid, but it's plenty of action for these guys anyway. I'm going to come in this way. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Anne. How are you?
Good, thank you. Yes, I love this track. It's a great circuit, and I've had a good few days so far, apart from spinning on the first lap in the race yesterday. But these things happen, so no, it's all going well, thanks.
Yeah,
And you?
And me, yes, I'm loving the track actually now. I was just saying to Jasmine, I was quite nervous and scared. Well, I still am sometimes, but I was quite nervous before coming here because I hadn't been here before and didn't know what it was going to be like.
Banking, especially, that was my feeling last year. But you just have to get used to it and go with it, and it's great fun.
Yeah, it is. Well, enjoy it. And you've got one more race this afternoon?
Yeah, that's right. So this one coming up, and then this afternoon, so I'll try not to spin and get a few more places up, hopefully.
Yeah, just enjoy your time on this track.
Indeed, and you too.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you, Anne. Right, I actually want to have a quick word with Tim because he was much further up yesterday and I think he might have had some car trouble. So we'll just have a quick chat with Tim. Hello, Tim. Me again. There's Rob, his mechanic. So what happened? Rob is amazing. Yeah, they had your engine out yesterday, didn't they?
They did. They did an amazing job. I think it's really interesting when you come from academy into 270, and one of the reasons I did it was, apart from the cars being brilliant, is to be able to get team support. And I can't say enough about Rob and the team and just how much they give you peace of mind about the car, and they get everything ready for you. And of course they've got all that expertise, so they know exactly how the car should be set up. So they do an amazing job, so credit to them. And but today here I am. I'm looking forward to it. I've got the car back in one piece. It's working. So we'll see what we can do from the back here. It's a bit challenging, as you know, to overtake, but we'll see what we can do and see how much progress we can make in the race.
And you've got your friend Paul over there as well.
He is. He's my teammate. I'm very lucky. He's a little bit quicker than I am, so I'm learning a lot. And we'll do our best together to see how far we can get up. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, enjoy it. Thank you, Tim. Right, I will hand back to David now because I think we're about to go racing shortly.
Still under the red flags at the moment. The car's being recovered. The 52 car was the other machine involved. That's Esme Costerman. Car has held up well. You can see the halo there. Such an important device, of course. We've seen come into single-seater racing the world over in the last few seasons. Now we await the 20-minute restart. The 5-minute board has been displayed, so the circuit looks to be clear up there. Full credit to the marshals and the recovery teams. Okay, reduced distance now appearing on the clock, 18 minutes due to the delay with recovering those cars. Just a couple of minutes taken off this race. Ari Bansal back on pole position alongside the number 7 of Thomas Behrman, who'd just taken the lead when the red flags came out. Ethan Jeff Hall has been able to retake his place on the 3rd row of the grid. I think there's a gap possibly in front of August Raba, number 47. So the other car involved in that incident may well have been Yu Hao Fu, the Chinese driver, number 69. I don't think he's there. Charlie Edge at the back in the Chris Dittman racing car with the green rear wing. Course car heads back into pit lane, so we should be releasing the cars onto their green flag lap any moment. See a few of your comments coming in, even though it is fairly early by usual standards in the UK, starting at 8 AM UK time. Hi to Dan Hughes, Brum Racing, aka Paul Hadsley. Hi to Jamie, back of the net 07, one of our regular viewers. James Hapgood as well. Everybody else who's sent in a few comments so far. Do leave us a comment if you're watching on the streams. So the 1 minute board is now displayed. I'm not sure if Chloe Chong's car is there either, the number 17. There appears to be a gap in front of the 93 of James Pizik. green flag waves. So yeah, we're missing a couple of cars. Chloe Chong, of course, had that incident yesterday. And mentioning James Pizzic, he hasn't got away there, just struggling away on this green flag lap. Gets it going now. Ari Bansal in the Fortec car leads them round. Taking their original grid positions for this slightly reduced restart. Ella Lloyd had made a quick getaway there from the third row of the grid first time out, hoping to repeat that here. Watch for the two cars from the sixth row, Martin Molnar and Fionn McLaughlin, championship protagonists. There's the 27 at the back, that is Charlie Edge. So the white and red of Ari Bansal on the front of the grid. Silver and black with the red trim, that's Thomas Behrman alongside him. Blue and white for Teo Palmer, number 23. And alongside him will be Chase Fernandez in the black with the turquoise trim, the Wera Tools colours. Ella Lloyd in orange and black, the two-tone blue of Ethan Jeff Hall, number 25. No Chloe Chong, so alone on row 4 will be Adam Al-Azhari, number 12, the navy blue and white car. Similar colours for James Pizzic on row 5, alongside Henry Jocelyn in the white and red, number 26. The green flag is waved at the back of the grid then. 18 minutes for the Wera Tools British F4 Championship certified by FIA. The red lights go out and away we go. Down towards that first corner. Super start from the second row of the grid by Chase Fernandez up the inside there. Can he get ahead of Ari Bansal? Not quite. He could get second place. Not the best of getaways for Thomas Behrman this time. At least everybody's away all okay this time. Around Tarzan up towards Hugenholtz on this opening lap. Is it Ari Bansal has retained his lead? Yes, he has. I think Behrman has got through into second place. One car down very low, though. That could be Fernandez, actually. He may have had a moment coming out of Tarzan there that's dropped him back. It would be a bit of a shame after. Yes, is that the number 90 car towards the back of the field? I think it is. You can see a bit of dust being kicked up, the powder that's been put down on the fluids from that incident on the first start. So it is Bansal who leads them round from Thomas Behrman in second place as they head towards turn 9. Behrman had a look up the inside. He had to lock up the brakes, though, to avoid hitting the back of our race leader, Ari Bansal. Brings that up into third position as they head around on this opening lap. Looks like it could be Adam Al-Azhari who's got through into third, the number 12, as they head towards the conclusion of lap number 1. Fourth place is Ella Lloyd. James Pizzic is up there in the top 5 as well. It is Azhari in third place. Pizzic is in 5th position. Ethan Jeff Hall in 6th. Fionn McLaughlin, the championship leader, is in 7th place. The 19 and the 24 battling it out there. Alexander Savinkov and Martin Molnar, our race 1 winner. Now he's dropped back a bit from that initial getaway. The 23 there in the background of Theo Palmer didn't get the best of starts, holding off Tommy Harfield, and 21 as around the outside goes our race leader Ari Bansal to hold off Thomas Behrman. It's Azari in 3rd position, then Ella Lloyd is 4th, then Pizik, Jeff Hall, McLaughlin is in 7th place, Martin Molnar's down in 13th. Comes up the inside, Thomas Behrman. Well, you don't very often see moves made up the inside there on the banking at Hugenholtz. Whether Martin Molnar's got a problem here, he seems to have dropped back quite considerably, and that move didn't work for Behrman because he's lost 2nd now, because Adam Al-Azari has got through Shevlak. Ella Lloyd is shadowing those two. There's Tommy Harfield on the tail of the 23 of Theo Palmer. Ella Lloyd trying to move into the top 3 in the number 20. Ari Bansal has escaped very slightly there. Al-Azari defending 2nd place through turn 10 from the recovering Thomas Behrman. Right on his rear wing there as they head down the straight. Lloyd is in 4th place. Those 4 have broken away very slightly from James Pizik in 5th position. The rest of the pack go charging their way through. So 4 cars haven't taken the restart in this one. We don't have Xavier Avramides. He had problems yesterday as well. No Chloe Chong, no 52 Esme Kosterman, of course, and it was the 69 Yu Hao Fu, the other car that we've lost on that first start. Chase Fernandez headed for the pits, which is a great shame after his quick start. He has gone back out again. There's damage to the front wing, look, on Thomas Behrman's car. The right front is damaged. As side by side, that's the Harfield and Palmer battle, and there on the tail of Fionn McLaughlin now in the Red Bull car. Ari Bansal increasing his lead though ahead of Azari, Behrman, Lloyd in 4th place. Palmer takes the low line through the banked section at Hugenholtz. Now is Thomas Behrman going to have to pit with that broken front wing? Doesn't seem to be affecting him too much at the moment as the pack heads towards Shevlak. Ari Bansal for Fortec Motorsport leads the Rodin Motorsport car of Adam Al-Azari. Thomas Behrman for Hitech in 3rd place. Then we've got Ella Lloyd, also run by Rodin, as is James Pizik. And Jeff Hall, McLaughlin, Palmer, Harfield and Henry Joslin, your top 10. Always seems to struggle with his starts a bit, does Henry Joslin, the former Ginetta Junior star. Through turn 10. Just a little battle there, a little further in the back. That's the 2 Virtuosi racing cars, I think, of Savinkov and Martin Molnar, nose to tail. Just outside the top 10 at the moment. McLaughlin coming under fire there from Tommy Harfield in the number 21. Behind them Henry Joslin. Savinkov, Molnar and August Raber behind them. Side by side for 3rd as they come over the line this time. Ella Lloyd looking to make a move on Thomas Behrman for 3rd place. Big lock up there from Behrman. The handling will be affected, of course, by that broken wing, and Lloyd gets through into 3rd place. Looks like Chase Fernandez is out of the race, the number 90. The leader heads through Hugenholtz. Ari Bansal leads by 1.5 seconds now. A couple of moves being made further back in the pack now. It looks like it was Martin Molnar at the inside, so Molnar getting into his stride now. That's a little bit further back in the order. Behrman coming under fire now from James Pizik, the Australian, for P4. Now you can see Behrman, it is now starting to affect him. He's locking up into almost every corner. Here's McLaughlin up alongside Ethan Jeff Hall. The battle for P6 as well. Fionn McLaughlin, the championship leader, trying to make a move at turn 10. He's going to go through on the inside. But now Ethan Jeff Hall's going to have to be mindful. There's 2 cars side by side in his wake as well. The 21 of Tommy Harfield is in there. The Chris Dittman racing car, and up there with him was... I think that's Henry Joslin, yes, the 26, along with Ethan Jeff Hall. He's going to try and go around the outside there, Henry Joslin at Kumho. That's not a move we see too often, but he's done it. Good move there by Henry Joslin, the 26. Towards the stripe they come once again. Ari Bansal continues to lead the way. He leads now by 1.67 seconds. Some Caterham style slipstreaming down the straight there. There was a black and orange flag being displayed to somebody. Couldn't quite see who it was. It might have been Thomas Behrman for that wing, but he has pulled into the pits anyway. So Thomas Behrman has pitted to have his nose cone replaced. A couple of dives being made there going into the left-hander. August Raber and Martin Molnar now battling it out in the lower regions of the top 10. There's Theo Palmer in the 23 for Excel Motorsports. He's being chased by the 47 of Raber, the Swede. He's had not the best of weekends here at Zandvoort so far. There is Martin Molnar, number 24, the winner of yesterday's race. Trying to chase his way up into the top 6. Physique from McLaughlin in there, and then Henry Jocelyn. Tim Molnar's got ahead of Theo Palmer, now chasing down Ethan Jeff Hall, the 25 car. Still your leader is Ari Bansal from Adam Al-Azhari. Ella Lloyd in 3rd place. There's the top 3. They've escaped out in front. It's Physique 4th, McLaughlin 5th, Jocelyn 6th, Tommy Harfield is 7th, Ethan Jeff Hall is 8th. Martin Molnar still in P9, and P10 it is the 23 of Theo Palmer, just ahead of August Raber. It's over 9.5 minutes of this race still to run. Cole Hewitts and the South African next to the other. James Physique leads this train of cars for 4th place. They're 4 seconds behind the top 3 now. New fastest lap for Ella Lloyd, 1:38.422 for her. There she is in 3rd position. Main focus at the moment, though, the fight for 4th. Physique from McLaughlin and Jocelyn. Tommy Harfield giving chase. Ethan Jeff Hall's been shuffled back to 8th over the line there. The gap is still 1.679 seconds at the line for Bansal Al-Azhari, another half second back Ella Lloyd. Everybody else trying to be 4th. Ella Lloyd has a look to the outside at turn 10, trying to get the line for the complex at the end of the straight, maybe, the Hans Ernst Bocht. Beyond McLaughlin trying to make his way past James Physique for 4th position. Thomas Behrman has headed back out of the pits. Great shame, he was on for a potential podium if that wing hadn't broken. There's a black and orange flag for number 33 being displayed. That's Cole Hewitts in 12th place, the Excel Motorsport car. So that means technical problem, you need to come into the pits. So we'll see what the problem is for Cole Hewitts, and he has come into the pits in fact, so maybe he was trailing a bit of bodywork as well. Didn't see what the problem was there. Ari Bansal has pulled away on that last lap by over a second from Adam Al-Azhari. He's busy battling Ella Lloyd now for second. Of course, as soon as you get into a scrap, you lose time to the car ahead of you, so Bansal has been able to pull away. Here's the fight for 4th. Still Physique ahead of McLaughlin and Jocelyn. Through Chevlac they go. Tommy Harfield running in P7 just behind Jocelyn into turn 9. Ethan Jeff Hall is next, then Martin Molnar and Theo Palmer. The reverse grid format, the top 12 reversed from qualifying, really shaking things up a bit here. Ian Kraling trying to make a move there in the green car on Thomas Ingram Hill in the number 8 for Fortec Motorsports. Here's the battle for 2nd place, Adam Al-Azhari, under intense pressure from Ella Lloyd. This is allowing Ari Bansal to escape. At the front, the gap was 2.779 last time over the line. See what it's going to be this time through as they cross the line. 3.2 seconds now, so he's increased his lead by almost another half a second, Harry Van Zyl. Here's the fight for 4. Tommy Harfield going to the outside of Henry Joslin. Big lock up there from, well, both of the 4th and 5th place cars, Pizik and McLaughlin. Ethan Jeff Hall heads the next trio. Harry Van Zyl just watching everybody else shrinking in his mirrors here. Good drive by the man from Bangalore in India. Running wide there ahead of Ian Kraling was Thomas Ingram Hill. They're fighting for 12th place. Carl Hewitson has rejoined. Thomas Behrman, on his recovery drive after pitting for repair to the nose of his car, has just set the fastest lap, 1:38.418. Of course, there is a bonus points offer for the fastest lap, so that's what Behrman can go for now. Five minutes of the race to go for the Wera Tools British F4 Championship, certified by FIA. First 3 have gone clear. Main focus at the moment is the scrap for 4th place. Leaders coming up towards the start-finish line once again. Harry Van Zyl continues to lead, 3.5 seconds ahead of Adam Al-Azhari. Ella Lloyd on his tail in 3rd, and here comes the fight for 4. Tommy Harfield trying to make a move down the inside into Tarzan. A little further back we see Theo Palmer under fire from the 47 of August Raber. That's for 10th place. So there go the leaders. Al-Azhari's actually pulled away a little bit from Ella Lloyd this time through. James Pizik in 4th. Through the banked left-hander at Hugenholtz, and there is Thomas Behrman. He may be at the tail of the field, but he's set another fastest lap, 1:38.325. Of course, with nobody around him, he can just push on as hard as he wants to. He's about 6 seconds off Chase Fernandez, 1 place ahead of him, because he had a pit stop earlier on as well. Alexander Savinkov is shown as not having come through on the last lap as well, so maybe he's had a problem somewhere too out of my sight. There is the 93 of James Pizik holding 4th place for Rodin Motorsport. Rodin with 3 cars in the top 4 places at the moment, and Ella Lloyd running wide there, Adam Al-Azhari coming out of the left-hander. That's allowed Ella Lloyd through into 2nd place. So a mistake there for Al-Azhari, and Ella Lloyd goes P2. Harry Van Zyl over the line. He looks a little slow off the complex there as well. 3 minutes to go. So a couple of laps left now. As Fionn McLaughlin's now in attacking mode on the back of James Pizik. He knows there's not long left to try and get that 4th place away from the Australian. A lot of drivers taking some risks in the Tarzan, locking up the tyres. Thomas Ingram Hill was one there in car number 8 in 12th place. And oh, there's contact. Fionn McLaughlin gets hit there by Henry Joslin. There was contact between the two of them heading through Hugenholtz. Now, have they been able to keep going? Yes, they have. Well, there's McLaughlin. Where is Henry Joslin? Is he still going? See if he comes through. I can't see the 26 car. They went out very wide on the banking. We just lost sight of them. I wonder if Henry Joslin has hit the wall. So McLaughlin's still going. There doesn't appear to be any damage to his car. He's got the 24 of Martin Molnar chasing him down now. Is that Henry Joslin a little bit further back there? Is that Thomas Ingram Hill, his teammates? I think that's Ingram Hill ahead of Ian Kraling. So we may have lost Joslin there. Yellow flag at turns 2 and 3. So yes, that suggests that Henry Joslin has come to a halt there. We're in the closing stages now of this second race of the weekend for the Wera Tools British F4 Championship, certified by FIA. Fairly incident-packed race, it has to be said. Harry Van Zyl goes over the line to start his final lap. nearly 4 seconds clear of Ella Lloyd now. Third is Adam Al-Azhari. It's James Pizik. Fionn McLaughlin has dropped place as a result of that bit of contact through Hugenholtz. He's down to 7th now. Tommy Harfield up to 5th ahead of Ethan Jeff Hall. Having a look on the inside there is the 42, that's Rowan Campbell-Pilling. Failed to finish yesterday's race after a tangle with Chloe Chong. Still a yellow flag at turns 2 and 3. It's coming out towards Hugenholtz. Yes, we have lost Henry Joslin. Must have damaged his front suspension or something in that contact there. 47 August Raber on the tail of 23 Theo Palmer. This is for 9th now. Looks like it is going to be a win for Ari Bansal for Fortec Motorsport here at Zandvoort. Clock is about to count down to 0. Plenty of scraps all the way down the order. No problem at all for Ari Bansal out in front. James Pizik coming under fire from Harfield. The checkered flag is being readied, and it is a win for Ari Bansal for Fortec Motorsport. He punches the air as he crosses the line. Ella Lloyd, an excellent 2nd place. And completing the top 3, Adam Al-Azhari. That makes up for problems in yesterday's race. James Pizik just holds off Tommy Harfield, then Ethan Jeff Hall, Fionn McLaughlin, and the rest of them come home. Side by side across the line there. Bit of bodywork flapping loose on the nose of Rowan Campbell-Pilling's car. Finishes in a photo with Ian Kraling for 12th place. Confirm the provisional results in a moment. As Ari Bansal takes the win, making most of his pole position in that partially reversed grid. Ella Lloyd in 2nd place, just over 3 seconds down. Adam Al-Azhari completes the podium, and James Pizik holding on for 4th place all the way. Tommy Harfield behind him, then Ethan Jeff Hall, Fionn McLaughlin thankfully escaping without damage from that bit of contact at Hugenholtz, takes 7th. Martin Molnar, yesterday's winner, is 8th. And Theo Palmer, August Raber, Thomas Ingram Hill, Rowan Campbell-Pilling, Ian Kraling and Nina Garderman completing the top 14. Behind them, Emma Felbermeyer, Henry Mercier, Charlie Edge, Alba Larson, Cole Hewitson. After a pit stop, Alexander Savinkov also with a delay. Chase Fernandez managed to get to the line, as did Thomas Behrman. It's Behrman who got the fastest lap as well, 1:38.187 after that pit stop to fit a new nose. Lost a few cars there before the restart. We lost Henry Joslin as well. So as the cars head into Parc Ferme, next up on the schedule today, it is the Edge Caterham 7 270R Championship. Where yesterday's race saw that finish of 0.06 of a second in it over the line. We'll hand down to Ian in a moment in Parc Ferme to talk to some of our British F4 runners.
Well, Ari Bansal, he is a winner in British F4. He's just going to have a few of the customary snaps, and I'm going to jump in and see if we can have a quick chat. Ari, you are a winner in British F4. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels very good. I managed to create a good lead to the P2 and onwards, and yeah, it feels really good. Yeah, pace is strong.
Do you want to get your helmet off? I think it'd be nice to see your face. You're a winner. How good does that feel? That is fantastic stuff indeed. And Ari, it looked like you controlled it as best as you could from the line, really.
Yes, I think I think the start was good, and yeah, there was a bit of battling going on with Behrman, but I managed to pull away eventually as they got caught up in the other battles.
Congratulations, enjoy this, won't you? Well done, great stuff indeed. Ella Lloyd, of course, coming home in second, equals her best result in British F4. Had a couple of P2s last season. Let's just jump in. Ella, congratulations, P2. How does that feel?
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. I think I just got held up quite a lot in the middle part of the race by Adam, but yeah, P2's not too bad.
Oh, the season just seems to be getting better and better, and I believe this equals your best result in British F4, is that right?
No, not this season.
Not this season, but last season you had a couple of P2s.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the season just got better and better, and yeah, hopefully it can just carry on like this now.
Excellent, Ella, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. I'll get out your way. And yes, a couple of P2s last season, and let's move on over. Adam Al-Hazari, he's had a couple of wins this season actually. I don't know where he's gone. I think he's gone over here to do some of the customary bits and bobs. We'll see if we can have a quick chat with him. Sure, I think that's it is Adam. Let's grab him. Adam, can we just jump in, have a quick chat with you?
I have to wait.
Oh, you got to go. Look, quick words. Happy with that?
Yeah, definitely. Started P8.
There's Jimmy Physique as well. That's nice to see.
Started P8. Yeah, I went up to P3 on the start. I got mega starts this weekend. So yeah, and then I got past Behrman. Yeah. You know, I saw he was sending it in quite hard everywhere. I played my cards right. Yeah, still on old tires, so it started dropping off in the end.
Right.
I nearly spun. But yeah, congrats to my teammate Ella and Jimmy as well.
Fantastic, and well done, Matt. See you at the podium. Good stuff indeed. There we go. Round 17 of the Wera Tools British F4 Champion. Let's put the camera around. Look here. Look at what it means to Ari Bansal. Look at that. P1 for him, a first win of the season. I believe a first win in British F4 as well. Good stuff indeed. More racing action coming up for you. Caterham's about to head out on track. So let's hand back to your commentator Dave Goddard to take you through the action.
Thanks, Ian. Yes, next up on track today we have the Edge Caterham 7 270R Championship, second of 3 races for them across the course of this weekend. And it was their championship leader, Ben Wheatley, who took the win in yesterday's race. He's had a dominant season this year, scored a hat-trick of wins.